Sherry Cook with the Connection Real Estate and Sister Selmore, and I'm here with Sandy Hill with Fairway Mortgage, and we're going to discuss bridge loans. And it's such a scary thing, but actually it's really, really good program for people with a lot of equity in their house. So, with that being said, what is a bridge loan?
So, Sherry, it is really simple. Bridge loan is bridging the gap between the home that you have now and buying a new home. You have a gap because you need equity. You need that money for the new down payment. The bridge loan bridges that gap. So you can use equity from your current home so that you can buy your new home.
So let me ask you this. Let's say that someone's like, yeah, I'm interested, but man, do you have to have, I'm going to have 2 payments. Is that true?
No, that's the great news. With a bridge loan, you do not make any payments and you actually have 6 months to sell your home. So during that time frame, you are not making payments. The interest is accruing on the back end, which will be paid when you sell your home.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. So let's say, how much, like the bridge loan, how much, if they need, let's say they only have $150,000 mortgage left on their current home, and their house is worth $500,000. How much equity can they get between, was it 350? How much of that 350 can they get? Does that make sense?
So the bridge loan goes up to 90% of the value of their home.
Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know that.
Which is a really nice margin. And the bridge loan will actually do an appraisal on their departing home. So let's say it's 500, and I don't have my calculator right here, but 90% of that minus their existing loan amount. And that's what they would be able to net.
Yeah. So it would be like 9% of 350, which I don't know what that is. Just leave it at that. That's actually really good because that's a nice down payment. Well, let me ask you this. What if they don't need all the 350 or the 90%? Do they have to take all of those?
Not at all. In fact, they can only take what they need.
Okay.
This does not put cash in their pocket. We only take what it needs for their down payment and their closing costs. There's not a surplus after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you say they don't have to pay for up to 6 months, correct?
Correct.
Wow, that's really good because we can sell those houses.
Yes. Hey, the other good thing that is phenomenal for the buyer, we also do not count a payment in their debt ratios on the purchase of their new home.
Oh, that's
so
good.
That's totally wiped out. They're qualifying just as is with their existing payment. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's their house, their current house. Let's say that they found a house. Can they and put a contract on it? Do they have to wait and list their house, or can they go ahead and list their house while they haven't actually purchased the current house with the reverse mortgage? Can they just go ahead and put their house on the market so that makes them feel better that, hey, I've got my house on the market. I know I won't have any 6 months of payments, but I just want to get it on the market. Can they do that?
They absolutely should go ahead and list. And the good news is we just want to cover them so you can write an offer with the bridge loan, and the seller knows they can close at a finite date. But if a week before closing you sell the home and they don't need the bridge loan, then they don't have to get the bridge loan.
Okay. Well, let's say that's great. Let's say that they close on their new home. They sell their current home like 6 weeks after they moved in. They've got the additional equity. How do they get the additional equity when they close their previous house into the new mortgage?
Great question. So there's something called recasting. So what we would do, and let's just say that they got their original loan at $300,000, but now they've sold their home and they have an extra $100,000. They only have to make one payment to the lender, and then they can take that additional whatever amount they want, 50, 75, 100, pay down the $300,000 to $200, and then their loan would recast, same rate, same terms, but with a lower payment.
Okay. That's really interesting. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't know
Yes.
that. So,
Yes.
like loan amounts, is there a
Mhm.
max amount that they can qualify or that they can go up to for a bridge loan?
750,000.
Okay, that's a nice
So
house.
good.
Yeah, that's a really nice house. Okay. Anything else? Let's say that they don't have enough equity in their house, but they want to buy. Can they? Do you have a program that kind of goes with that?
We have several different vendors. I have two other vendors that will allow them to eliminate their debt ratios, but it does not give them cash to close. The bridge loan goes up to 90% of the value of their home. The other programs, one of them is called a trade-in loan. We can talk about that at another time, but that allows them to eliminate the debt ratio on their current home. But then they have to pull funds from a 401k, from a gift,
Savings
from
account?
some other,
Okay.
from wherever. And again, but with the premise of what we just talked about, maybe they only have 5% to do that. So get them in at 5%, and then when they sell their home, recast.
Yeah, that's such a
Yes.
people don't realize what recasting is, but that is a great program because then it just reduces your monthly payment from that point on.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. And minimal cost. A recast is typically about $500 because the note has to be redrawn, it has to be re-recorded, the payment has to be again recast
Sure.
with the service.
Well, that's minimum.
Yeah,
I
totally.
really 500 is nothing.
It's a great,
especially when you're buying a house.
yes.
Well, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
And that's it. You have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.